Hello and welcome back, everyone. Scootsy16 here with another episode of the Chemlock League. The favorites lost a heartbreaker last time out, 1-0 loss to the Scroungers. Asher Garcia with a very, very phenomenal performance, but it was not enough as our offense could not get anything going. Well, let's see what happens next time as we will be bringing Cumulo Lawrence to the mound to face off against the Dive Bombers and Hezekiah Lang, who has been struggling this year. Looks like they have a juiced right fielder for this game, so we'll see if they play a factor in this game. A lot of locked-in players on their team. Let's go ahead and get started here. Again, our goal is just to get through this season as quickly as possible. Setting the lineup, we will not be putting Forrest Ponce in third base. He'll be DHing. Tucker Long will remain at first. He's still locked in. Rocco Marshall, you're going to go have a seat, and we'll put Colby Foster in right. Third base will be... oh, boy, this is not good. I guess we will we'll bring Ward Hanspringer out there again for another game at third base. He struck out twice last time out. That low contact obviously playing a big factor there. Jack Mars had an ugly game, adjusting to his little hack trait. Marv Panther, I mean, obviously everybody had a really ugly game here. And we will keep Vito Cummings out because he was the most consistent of our hitters in that last game. So now order. Forrest, you get to stay at the top of the lineup. Let's put Sullivan Reddier at number 2 because that is kind of where I like to see him. Tucker Long at 4. Let's put Colby Foster at 5, followed by Ward Hanspringer, then Marv Panther, then Vito. Actually, Vito, you were rewarded from a good performance to go into the 7 spot. Then Marv, then Turf, then Cumulo Lawrence will be on the mound. We are still at home, again, trying to play spoilers against the Dive Bombers, who are fighting to try and make it back into the playoffs. Not looking good for them as they're on the outside looking in, and a loss could kick them out entirely. They may not be able to get back with a loss, so that's what we're trying to do here today. Avenge the Outlaws in their Season 2 loss to the Dive Bombers in the championship. Starting off will be juiced, locked-in Reed Ibarra, who's playing left field today. Normally a B-, but looking incredible with Tier 3 fastball hitter. Cumulo Lawrence with 2 fastballs, so having to be very careful. There's one of them, but thrown low and outside. Inside for strike 2. There's a foul ball. And a little dribbler to short. Sullivan Reddier will get the throw over to first in time. There's out number 1. Hit that one off the end of the bat. Definitely was not good contact for Ibarra. Colin Cabrera, somebody we've seen time and time again in this series, has regressed quite a bit as no longer has, I believe, the fastball hitter trait that he had before. He gets a base hit down the right field line. Ranging over for that is Colby Foster. Will get it in, holding the runner to a single. Colin Cabrera stands on first with 1 out for Knox Dominguez. Knox was on one of the teams in the Outlaw division, the Water division. Oh, I'd recognize the name, but I cannot remember who he played for. He's locked in right now, batting .265 with 8 RBIs, no home runs. Swings through strike 2 late on that 98-mile-an-hour fastball. And a grounder past Tucker Long, who was holding the runner at first. Couldn't make the play, and that's going to be back-to-back singles, putting runners on first and second with 1 out. And here comes Aurelia Kiki. The second baseman is locked in as well. .286 with 1 home run and 5 RBIs. A lot of great offense in the lineup. And another base hit to right field. So 3 consecutive hits to right. A lot of these batters are swinging late, but still able to get it in play and get it over to the right fielder. Now bases are loaded with 1 out for Skylar Rocket, who's locked in. Former Marauder. Oh, there it goes. Grand slam for Skylar Rocket. His locked-in mojo will get a boost, I'm sure, as that'll be a 4-0 lead right out of the gate. Cumulo Lawrence, who's actually been pretty good this year, losing her momentum very quickly against this very hot team, the Dive Bombers. You can see why they will be one of the teams competing for a place in the playoffs. Tiger Gray here with a solid name is tense right now. So is Cumulo Lawrence. 1-2 count and a pop foul. Tiger with tier 2 easy target and another base hit to right field, right past the bag and into the corner. Colby Foster holds him to a single. So 3 singles, home run, and then another single. Sorry if you can hear that. My dog having some problems here. Brandon Sesame comes up. I believe he was a burner. You okay, pup? A grounder to second. Jack Mars to Sullivan Reddier over to first. And finally, this miserable first inning ends. 4 runs on the Skylar Rocket grand slam after 3 consecutive base hits beforehand. And now we are in a deficit at home here. Start things off, and it doesn't look good. We can't score 1 run, let alone 4. This could be a long game for us. Forrest Ponce will lead things off. I'm just trying to hope that he finally gets lightning in a bottle here, batting 152. And he hits that one hard, but it's going to go right to Brandon Sesame in right field. Go get some water. Sullivan Reddier comes up tense after a very ugly day. He struck out a few times. He actually struck out to end the game against the Scroungers. Hoping he can kind of right the ship in a good spot, and he lines it right to Brandon Sesame in right field, catching that one just above the shoe tops. Still counts as an out, though. So making good contact to start things off against Hezekiah Lang. Jack Mars, who was very quiet in the last one, batting .333 now. Little hack activated. And a base hit to right field just past the diving first baseman. Nice attempt from, I believe that might have been Tiger Gray at first base, but could not get that ball. And a 2-out single for Jack Mars. We'll see if Tucker Long can continue his hot streak. He's locked in still. Ball low. Lang missing the zone there. And a base hit to right field. So the right fielders on both teams are getting really a lot of action here today. So far, better results for the Dive Bombers, but Colby Foster comes in, batting .294, had a day off after he was tense. We'll see if he can capitalize on an opportunity here. The 19-year-old has developed very slowly, but hopefully surely. 1 and 2 count, excuse me. 2 outs and a dribbler, and Lang is able to get that one and toss it to first to end the inning. 2 base hits with 2 outs, but nothing else can come from that. And now Cumulo Lawrence, who we'll see if she can right the ship here and kind of shake off a very ugly first inning. A couple of unfortunate base hits were bad luck, and then that big grand slam was kind of a nail in the coffin for her so far. She is still tense. And a grounder down the third baseline. Nice play from Ward Hanspringer. Toss across the diamond, but not nearly in time. Good attempt from the newly added third baseman, but he could not get the job done. And a leadoff base hit here. Good speed over there at first base. Brecken Hatmore batting 100 on the year. His tier 3 pinch perfect, but not activated in this game as he is a starter. 1 and 2 count. Ball inside, so 2-2 now. And, oh, that one misses the corner. Composed activates tier 1 Composed. And a dribbler up the middle, base hit. So they just keep finding ways to sneak it in into little spots that we can't get to. And 2 on with nobody out for leadoff hitter Rita Barra. Still locked in despite grounding out in his first at-bat. Double play would be really nice here. Or a strikeout, 0-2 count. And a grounder foul back and fastball, but not making good contact. And there's the strikeout. So Cumulo Lawrence, first strikeout of the game against the juiced left fielder. Colin Cabrera started that little rally in the last inning with a Rita Barra with a meniscus tear on that swing and miss for that strikeout. So despite being juiced and locked in, And there's a base hit to left field right off the end of the bat, so not even making good contact and still getting base hits. Like, just the worst luck we could ask for. Base is now loaded with 2 outs, I believe. Nope, 1 out. Knox Dominguez is still locked in after getting a base hit his last time up. He'll hit one foul down the right field line and out of play. 1-1 count here. Lawrence still tense. Popped foul, and that's going to get over the dugout into the stands. Oh, it actually just stayed in play, but not able to get to it in time with Sucker Long. Another pop foul, so spoiling a few pitches here. Ball 2 just misses the corner. 2-2 now, and oh man, just pulled foul down the third baseline. And a base hit to left center field. That one's going to get all the way to the wall. Getting to it is Marv Panther, tossing it in. 2 runs will score. A RBI double for Knox Dominguez puts this at a 6-0 ball game. Just so tough to keep watching the team struggle so much. We only have 3 games left, and it is something the Kiki just blasted one to left center field. That's going to get out of here. Second home run allowed today for Cumulo Lawrence, and that'll make it a 9-0 ball game. 460 feet, so a no-doubt shot.
Now batting, the center field, number 57.
And here comes Skylar Rocket, who had the grand slam in the last game.
Now pitching, Cairo Cohen.
Cairo Cohen will come in to replace rattled Cumulo Lawrence. By far her worst outing of the year. Cairo Cohen has been struggling this season as well. Just kind of par for the course for everyone on this team for the most part. Skyler sends it to deep right center field. Not able to get to it in time is Marv Panther. Tier 3 base rounder activated, and that's an easy double for Skylar Rocket. So he's 2 for 2 with a double and a grand slam. Tiger Gray now comes up. He was tense in his last at-bat, got a single, got his mojo back. He's got Tier 3 volatile. So we could get him tense once again. Easy target activated for Cohen. And a liner right toward Hanspringer, not getting it over to second base in time as Jack Mars was not able to cover the bag. And Rocket able to get back in time, but that's going to be out number 2. Out number 2. Runner on second base with incredible speed and will fly around third given the opportunity. Brandon Sesame down 0-2. Cairo will give up a base hit up the middle. Coming up, throwing, cannon arm activated. It's not going to be nearly enough with the weak arm from Marv Panther. And just like we said, flying around third base. Another run scores, makes this a 10-0 ball game. Guys, we are in the top of the second. Goldie Yellington comes up to the plate, and she'll get a base hit up the middle. What is with Cairo Cohen? Like, why can't another cannon arm activate? Good effort there from Max Panther. Brecken Hatmore comes up. He's 1 for 1 today with a base hit. Now 182. His average is skyrocketing. There's a strike. Tense. And a grounder to second base. Jack Mars will get the short hop. Plays it perfectly and gets it to first to end the inning. But 6 runs there in the second. So anticipate an 8-run game. Or an 8-run inning in the third, I would assume. We'll see how the rest of this game plays out. Rita Barra will get pulled for Cesar Bering, who's tense in left field, but with the meniscus tear, I think it was necessary, despite being juiced. Hezekiah Lang has a nice cushion here. Yet to allow a hit. No, he allowed 1 hit. What's going on? That one goes foul. 2-2 count to Hanspringer. And he'll swing through the curveball. Strike 3. I guess the only thing we can hang our hats on is he replaced Case Hendricks. And Case was not going to be doing much better at the plate anyways. So Vito Cummings, he was 2 for 3, maybe 2 for 2 in the last game. Batting 500 on the year. Makes good contact there, but pulls a foul. 1-2 count with 2 out, or now 2 outs as he strikes out swinging on a ball way out of the zone. I don't know how I feel. I can't justify skipping these games. I just don't feel right about it. I still feel like we should. Nice hit from Marv Panther there. Sends it into center field. A nice little missile there. I hope he gets his mojo back. I don't know. I didn't see it there, but we'll see him on first base here with 2 outs. And he did not get his mojo back, of course. Here's Turf Woodard batting 200. Hezekiah Lang trying to work on getting his ERA back down to maybe a respectable number. Good team to do it against. And a base hit up the middle almost takes his head off. Lang gets out of the way, and it's a 2-out single. Now runners on first and second for our designated hitter, Forrest Ponce. 0 for 1 today, 147 average. Take strike 1. And a pop-up to shallow left center. Calling that a Skylar Rocket, getting to it in a hurry. Gets camped underneath it, and that'll be out number 3. So another quiet inning for the favorites. And the Dive Bombers go back to work on offense. Caesar Baring will come up batting 100, replaced the injured Reed Ibarra in left field. Baring has tier 3 volatile, so a base hit probably put his mojo back to neutral. He has tier 2 sign stealer, so he might pick up a pitch here. 1-2 count, and another foul. Cairo will get him to hit a ball to the third baseman. Ward Hanspringer tosses slowly across for out number 1. Colin Cabrera, 2 for 2 today, batting .316 with 2 home runs and 8 RBIs on the year. So having a good season so far, despite the regression physically. He pops this one up into foul territory. It might stay in play for Ward Hanspringer, and it will. He gets to that one. Good hustle from the newly added third baseman. He's been holding down the fort over there at third, despite that being a secondary position. Knox Dominguez 2 for 2 with a single and a double. Had a two RBIs on that double last time up. And push foul there. 1-2 count with 2 outs for Cairo. Gets the strikeout to end the inning. So decent recovery there from Cairo Cohen. He has been miserable all year, so nice to see a 1-2-3 inning. Might have been his first of the season. And he is young, so I still plan on keeping him around for development purposes. Again, we don't necessarily need to worry about actual execution. We're just looking at kind of prospecting these guys and scouting them out for next season, and who we decide to bring back and who we decide to let go of during the offseason. 2-2 count for Reddier. And a dribbler, he swing at a pitch out of the zone. Lang will get to that one easily and toss it to first for out number 1. These innings are taking forever, so I'm losing track of outs. Jack Mars, there we go. He's back, baby. That one's out of this world. Jack Mars with a solo home run. The first run scored in 10 plus innings now, or in about 9 innings. It's been a long drought for the favorites. At least they did not score at all in the last game. I don't remember when they scored in the game prior to that, but a big home run from Jack Mars. If we can hope for anything to end this season, I'd love to see Jack Mars in the top 10 for MVP voting. Tucker Long sends it to deep right center field. This one's carrying. It's got a chance. And that one's, right up. Oh, my God. I thought it was at least off the wall. Skylar Rocket hauls it in right up against the wall. That tough luck for Tucker Long. He almost had his first home run of the year. But we are getting a hold of Hezekiah Lang, and Colby Foster will line out to second base for out number 3. We'll just hang our hats on Jack Mars for just like we've been doing all season. Another hot hitter in the lineup, Aurelia Kickie, 2 for 2 with a home run and a single. The big 2-run shot in the last inning, or in the last inning she had in that bat. still locked in. 1-2 count, blast to left center field. This one's carrying. That one's going to get off the ball, right up against the face of the wall. Marv Panther heads it to the cutoff man, and that's going to be a double for Aurelia Kiki to lead off the top of the inning here. Skylar Rocket comes up now on fire, batting .474, 3 home runs, 9 RBIs, 2 for 2 today. A grand slam and a double. Runner on second base has good speed. Tier 1 composed activates on a 3-0 count. Gets the strike there. And a base hit through the right side. It's going to get all the way to Colby Foster. Runner will come home. Cutoff man does not get the ball as Skylar Rocket will take advantage and head to second base. Right in front of him, you could see he was going to second all the way, and you just had to cut that off. No chance we were getting Kiki at home, and that's going to be an 11-1 ball game. Runner reaches second base with nobody out for Tiger Gray, who's tense again. And a dribbler to third. Ward Hanspringer looks the runner back to second. Tosses to first. That's out number 1. Brandon Sesame, same as last time, could get a base hit here. And we'll likely see Rocket score from second. Chris Blopside will come in to replace Cairo Cohen, who did not look good today. Chris hoping to see if he can right the ship in a rough season so far with a 10.29 ERA. Gets ahead in the count 0-2. Drops that elite curveball right at the bottom of the zone for strike 3 called. And you can see the Tier 2 reverse splits is activated for him in this second at-bat as well. Goldie Yellington seeing a drop in her contact and power. She whiffs through that one. 1-1 count with 2 outs. And a blast to right field. Goldie Yellington gets a hold of one right off the top of the wall. Colby Foster gets that into second base, but sliding into second with a RBI double is Goldie Yellington. Barely had any contact and attributes or contact or power, still able to get that one over, right up against the top of the wall, just missing a home run by a couple of inches. And runner scores from second. That will credit to Cairo Cohen, because of course it will. And Chris Blopside with a runner on second base against Brecken Hatmore. And another dribble foul, 1-2 count. There's strike 3 right on the corner. Did not expect that to be called strike 3. But 2 runs come across, making it a 12-1 ball game. Cairo Cohen gets pulled out. Cumulo Lawrence gets pulled out. Chris Blopside carrying it the rest of the way for now. Ward Hanspringer is tense. Pretty much has no contact whatsoever. Takes 2 strikes. Swings through strike 3. Hezekiah Lang getting happy. He's made 1 mistake today. First pitch Slayer activated for Vito Cummings. 0 for 1 today. See if he can get a pitch he can drive. He takes it, and that's strike 1. Strike 2 drops in. Nice pitch from Lang. Ball high. That was the screwball in that last one. Ball 2 outside. 2-2 count. Vito Cummings makes a contact there, fouls it back. Takes strike 3. Ball 3. Excuse me. Takes strike 3. Marv Panther drove one to left or to center field in his last at bat, single. Still tense here. He's been getting that cannon arm activated consistently in the outfield. He'll bloop this one over second base, but getting back to it quickly is Kiki, who's locked in. That'll end the inning. So a 1-2-3 inning for Hezekiah Lang, cruising through 4. Caesar Baring will get things started here, 0 for 1. Replaced Rita Barrow, who tore his meniscus earlier on a swinging strikeout. Chris Blopside gets first pitch swinging, and a grounder right back to him will be out number 1.
Number 54, Colin Cabrera.
Colin Cabrera, 2 for 3. Season average sitting at 308 now. Chris Blopside trying to be careful here. He throws the curveball for strike 1. Fastball strike 2. And a curveball will dribble to shortstop. Sullivan Reddier will toss it across. That'll be out number 2.
Third baseman, number 33, Knox Dominguez.
Max Dominguez 2 for 3 with a double, a single, and 2 RBIs. And up to 297 average. 10 RBIs now on the season. 1-1 count here. Ball 2 sailing inside, so Chris really throwing inside on some of those pitches. The curveball drops in for a strike, and a grounder foul down the first baseline. 2-2, 2 outs. Ball 3 stays inside. Full count now. Dominguez will ground straight to Sullivan. Reddier tosses over to first, ends the inning. So clean, crisp and clean fifth inning for Chris Lopside, something we haven't seen since his time with the Outlaws. Turf Woodard 1 for 1 today. Base hit went right up the middle against Hezekiah Lang in his last at bat. Hezekiah approaching the 60 pitch mark, still cruising. He is still at neutral mojo. And Turf will send it to left center field. This one's going to get down. Cutting it off is Caesar Bearing, and it's going to hold Turf to a single, but he's been getting hot as of late. That's nice to see from our catcher. Forrest Ponce comes up 0 for 2. Hezekiah Lang will get pulled for Donovan Rounds. Donovan with a 3.00 ERA, a 1.00 whip, and 6 strikeouts on the season. Has Tier 2 K collector. Also has 4 pitches and a liner right to Colin Cabrera for out number 1. So Forrest Ponce continues to be abysmal. Sullivan Reddier 0 for 2. 250 average on the year, so he has cooled off very much as of late. Be a nice time for him to turn things around. Woodard is locked in over at first base, I just noticed. Donovan is tired. He came in at half stamina. Sullivan makes contact there, but fouls it back. K Collector will activate on the 2-2 pitch. There's strike 3 called, looking. 96 mile an hour fastball right on the outside part of the plate, and Reddier was not Reddier. And then he walks back to the dugout. Jack Mars locked in. He's 2 for 2 today. Big solo home run earlier in this ball game. Let's see if he can get another one. 7 home runs on the year now. There's strike. Oh, that was the pitch, dude. 1-1 count. Fouls that one off, so Little Hack will activate here. K Collector activates as well. Jack Mars. Oh, that was the pitch. He pops it up. Right field. Coming in on it. Colin Cabrera. I'm sorry, Brendan Sesame catches that. And that'll end the inning. So we head to the top of the 6th. Last chance for the Dive Bombers to add a little bit of insurance to give themselves a cushion before our hot offense gets another chance at the bottom of the 6th. Chris Lopside will get a first pitch grounder to second base. Jack Mars to first, out number 1. That was Aurelia Kickie who just grounded out. She was 3 for 3 prior to that at bat. Another 3 for 3 batter is Skylar Rocket. 1 home run and 2 doubles. I think about 5 RBIs today, I think. 0-2 count immediately. Skylar Rocket will take ball 1 high. Crisp is locked in, but getting very tired, and he'll give up a base hit up the middle. Skylar Rocket will likely end his day with a triple shy of the cycle.
First baseman, number 28, Tiger Gray.
Tiger Gray tense. And this should be it for Chris Lopside. He gets pulled for Amelia McKay. Amelia comes in with Tier 2 easy target, helping her accuracy out. 4-seam curveball and changeup. And a changeup sent into deep center field. This will get hang up for Marv Panther, catching that. Tosses it back in, and Skylar Rocket has to retreat back to first base. That'll be out number 2. And Brandon Sesame 1 for 3 with single, an RBI single earlier. Ball 1 inside for McKay. Decent velocity. Slightly above average accuracy. A 1-2 count here. Trying to finish things off. And she'll get a pop-up. That'll be Turf Woodard calling it. And catching that to end the inning. So a quiet inning outside of the single from Skylar Rocket, who went 4 for 4 today. Now as we head to the 6th, if we can't score 11 runs, this game will end with the Dive Bombers taking a big win here and helping their chances to reaching the playoffs. Donovan Rounds still in there despite being tired. Tucker Long is still locked in. Swings way late on that one. 1-1 count. He almost hit a home run in his last at-bat. Hits that one very hard but pulled foul. 1-2 count. K Collector activates for rounds. And swinging way late on a 93-mile-an-hour fastball, Tucker Long goes down swinging. That's out number 1. Colby Foster will have Tier 2 Rally Stopper activated. 0 for 2 today. Hayes Holcorn comes in to replace Rounds. Holcorn with a 7.71 ERA, a 1.93 whip. An 0-2 count, Tier 2 K Collector activates. Also has Tier 1 Walk Prone if he falls behind in a 3-0 count. 0-2 still. Colby Foster strikes out swinging, and that's out number 2. Ward Handspringer will be the last hope for the favorites. 0 for 2 today. Hitless since he joined the team. Struck out twice. He's tense. No contact, and we know we won't, of course, try and bring in a pinch hitter at all. 1-1 count. And Handspringer will send it to deep left field, but that one's going to just fall short of the warning track, and that'll end the game. So put us out of our misery, man. Dive Bombers win that one 12-1. 17 hits for the Dive Bombers, 6 hits for the favorites. Forrest Ponce 0 for 3, Reddier 0 for 3. Jack Mars went 2 for 3 with a big solo home run. That's his 7th home run of the year. Nice to see him staying consistent for us. Tucker Long 1 for 3. A bit quiet today. Foster 0 for 3 coming back off of a day off. Ward's Handspringer continues to be bad. Beto Cummings very quiet after having a good day last time out. Marv Panther 1 for 2. Turf Woodard, is he our best hitter on the team? You tell me, outside of Jack Mars. On the other side, Ibarra and Bering combined to go 0 for 4. Colin Cabrera 2 for 4 with 2 runs scored. Max Dominguez 2 for 4 with 2 runs scored and 2 RBIs. And we see Kiki 3 for 4, a home run, 3 runs scored and 3 RBIs. Skylar Rocket went 4 for 4 with 3 runs scored, 1 grand slam and 5 total RBIs. He had 2 doubles as well. Gray went 1 for 4. Sesame, same thing with an RBI. Yellington 3 for 3 with a run scored and an RBI. And lastly, Hatmore 1 for 3 with a run scored. So most of this lineup was productive for the Dive Bombers. Pitching-wise, Camila Lawrence, god-awful day for her. It's unfortunate because she has been pitching well this year. 1 in a third, gave up 10 hits, 9 earned runs, 2 home runs, and 1 strikeout. She gets a loss. Cohen, not much better. 2 innings pitched, 5 hits, 3 earned runs, 1 strikeout. Chris Lopside was great. 2 innings pitched. He gave up 2 hits, but struck out 2 as well. And Amelia McKay finished things off. 2 outs in her 2 batters faced. For the Dive Bombers, Hezekiah Lang was great after having a bad year so far. He gets his first win of the season. 4 innings, 6 hits, 1 earned run on the home run from Jack Mars, and 4 strikeouts. Donovan Rounds 1 1/3. He gets 2 strikeouts. Holcorn 2/3 of an inning with 1 strikeout. No batters reach base after Hezekiah Lang got pulled. God, that's so ugly. All right, so Skylar Rocket, Aurelia Kiki, and Goldie Yellington will be your top 3. And again, we can't get done with this season soon enough. I'm trying to truck through these because I want to get to the offseason so bad. All right, well, this isn't fair. We have so many players that we could easily knock Mojo off of, and we have to decide between Turf Woodard and Amelia McKay, 2 players that actually did something in this last game. So I think just because he's worse of a player, Turf Woodard, I'm going to give the loyalty drop to. It'll be easy to bring him back if he does leave the team. Crispy, you're going to get a bonus here, bud, because you actually pitched well today, and Sullivan Reddier has become very cold in these last few games. Hate to see minus 22 to Sullivan, but we have to do it. Cumulo or Ward. I want to punish Cumulo for a bad game, but this is the first time she has not done well this season. And Ward Handspringer is not a part of our core, so we're just going to give him the knock here. He's also way easier to try and bring back if we wanted to. Quick little simulate here to get to the next set of games. We are still at 11 losses. That's tied for last in losses, actually, but we still have the worst record in the entire league. Minus 28 run differential. We are only 4 behind the Marauders over there, who are at 4-11. Outlaw is still doing well, 10-5 over there. Sewer Sneak's doing well, 11-5. Protectors leading their division by a half a game over the Skulls, and the Burglars looking good, but the Dive Bombers with a big win there helped out their run differential significantly, and they are a few more games ahead of the Burglars with those 2 losses, so there's still a lot of time left for those teams to fight it out. And that's actually who we'll be facing in the next 2, so I'm sure the Dive Bombers are a bit bummed that we won't see, they won't probably lose either of those last 2 games. Since the game ended, we see Prince Odable gets brought into the Undulates, replacing Parker Hamsteak. If his contact and power were reversed, I'd be a little bit more interested. He's also 31, so we'll pass there. Development for Forest, you don't deserve it. Jack Mars gets a development opportunity. He deserves it, and if he can get third base as a secondary position, honestly, any secondary position, I'll be pumped. Development for Rocco Marshall. He's 19, so I think I'll do that. And Skylar Lynch, a nice little boost to her arm. We'll take that even at second or short. We'll love to see that. Let's do some development before we finish this game, or also peek, this video. I'll also peek at the free agent pool as well. So no to Forrest. If you were doing anything, I'd be more willing to consider this. No to Homer Harden. Rocco Marshall, contact and fielding. Yeah, let's do it. Why not? Let's give him a boost there. So 2 contact, 2 fielding. Chance for more contact. Doesn't get it. Chance for more fielding. Does not get that either. So he'll get a little loyalty boost to 95. And he gets a little bit better offensively. Jack Mars. Chance for 4 contact for sure. -1 speed. It's not great, but I'll still take that. He'll get a chance for 4 more contact, potentially getting +8. And a 10% chance to get a secondary position up to third base. So let's get this one going. 88, 73. Does not get the bonus contact. Can we please get the secondary position? Nope, we do not. So he'll continue to improve. Jack Mars, one of our best players, up to 88 and 89 contact and power, respectively. Still at 73 speed, which is solid, 60 fielding, and 87 arm. He is a really good player. I hope we can continue to develop him. Kind of picks up where we left off with Rock Quintana, doesn't it? That's funny. No to Artichoke, no to Ward, and that's it for development. Peeking over at the player that we were watching was, what's her name? Milana Fernandez. She's still above her asking price. So again, may not even be worth trying to get to bring her in before the end of the season, as we probably won't stick with her for the off season anyways. So I'll keep watching, but I don't think it makes much sense to do that. All right, so with that being said, that's going to be the end of this one. We are so close, everyone. We have I didn't want to peek at this, but I guess we will. Jack Mars sitting in the 7th spot. I was hoping he was closer to the top of the list here, as he has been really good for the favorites. Valentino Mastiff leading the league, followed by Skylar Rocket and Cork Duffy. Skimmers Will Moran, who we saw earlier this year, on there as well, and Reeve Blackwell rounding out the top 5. Let's peek real quick. No one in the average category. 7 home runs leads the league for Jack Mars. And I'll have to go back and see how many is the most we've ever seen in a season, because it might be 7. 14 RBIs for Jack Mars, is tied for second place behind Augusta Centercut. Jack Mars is second place in slugging and 4th place overall in OPS. Skylar Rocket had a big boost to his game his numbers with the game that he just had. He leads the league in hits, extra base hits. Tied for second is Jack Mars. We see no one on our strikeout list, thank goodness. See Jack Mars in the runs scored category. No one for stolen bases. No one for caught stealing. Team's just not fast enough. Forrest Ponce can't get on base fast or enough to be able to consider that a stat he can get involved with. Nobody pitching wise, unfortunately. Nice to see Rince Shaw in the ERA category. and Madden Zimmerman as well. And Asher Garcia with 19 strikeouts is fourth place in the league, so that's nice to see. Madden Zimmerman on that list as well. And then we'll see Cumulo, despite her struggles, she has not been walking anyone. 0.59 walks per nine. Jess Trujillo right behind her. And Cumulo, Cairo, and Jess all in the strikeouts per walk category. So didn't mean to look at that, but I guess it doesn't hurt to have a little update here towards the end of the season. We'll see how things shake out after these last two games. Jess Trujillo, another player I'm somewhat confident about. She has pitched well. Her stats look skewed because of, I think, one or two bad innings total this year, but has been really well outside of those. Fernando Woolmate for the Burglars will come up in the rotation. He's juiced, which helps to offset that giant tier 3 choker trait that he has. Not that we'll ever see a choker or any pressure in that game, but I'm obviously incredibly negative here. Went to look at the schedule instead. Back-to-back games next time against the Burglars. That'll be the end of the season. Will be a doubleheader against them. If we can play some spoiler, we'll maybe get the Dive Bombers to get into the playoffs instead of the Burglars, but it would require them to lose both of those games, which I don't see happening. But we'll find out next time out. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll talk to you next time. Bye, everyone.